Well, as we continue our coverage of the 2022 primary election, we're taking a closer look at who exactly came out to cast their ballots. 23 ABC's Mythili Gooby joins us live in studio with an in-depth breakdown of voter turnout and registration numbers across the county. Mythili.
According to latest data from the California Secretary of State's office, Kern County has more than 559,000 eligible voters, and of them, about 78% are registered to vote here in Kern County. But since the recall election last September, the percent of registered voters actually decreased, and that's because the number of eligible voters increased by more than 30,000, but only 300 new people registered between now and last September. 23 ABC political analyst Ivy Cargyle says that registration and turnout is typically low for midterms and primaries, but it's more so this time.
Not in that same kind of high anxiety environment anymore. We have an administration who, whether you like them or not, regardless of political party identification, they're not norm busting. They're not tradition breaking.
With the ballots that have been counted so far from their early returns and votes cast at polling sites on election day, turnout is lower than 10% so far. 23 ABC political analyst Ivy Cargyle says that the percentage could increase as votes are counted, but says that she's not as worried about ballot security or other ballots being rejected.
When it comes to this particular low turnout primary, when they start to cure the ballots and the rejection rates and all of that starts to happen, yes, it is going to decrease the numbers, but it's not going to be anything like, oh my gosh, we lost 10% of the 10% that showed up. No, it's going to be something, maybe not even 1% of the ballots that'll be lost.
Cargyle adds that voter fatigue is also a problem with multiple election cycles back to back,
where we had the 2020 presidential and then we had the 2021 recall election. And then now months later, we have the primary. And then months after that, we're going to have the midterm elections. And then in 2 years, we're going to have another presidential in 2024. Like, yes, voter fatigue is real. We know that people get tired of just having to sit in front of their laptops or in front of their devices and try to figure out what these ballots are saying, what these propositions are saying.
But with elections with low turnouts, Cargyle adds that incumbents running have the upper hand.
Generally speaking, the incumbent has the advantage. We know that incumbents bring with them name recognition.
She adds that in November, we could see these turnout numbers increase.
Numbers that we're seeing right now are going to definitely go up, but I doubt that they're going to reach the 2018 numbers.
And speaking of previous election cycles, voter registration was at 72.5% in the 2018 primary, did decrease a little bit to 70.6% in the 2018 midterm. It did continue to rise in 2020 when the presidential election was at the highest it's been at 83.2% during the recall, but did dip to 78.3% for this primary. Live in studio, I'm Mythili Gooby, 23 ABC, connecting you.